Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Old School Dave from YouTube channel Dave's Game Room. My good friend is back, mate, Excitebike 64.
I know, Excitebike 64 on the Nintendo 64, and look at that date, 2000 Nintendo, Mike.
Yeah man, I loved this game on the NES. Let's dive in, play some two-player.
Yeah.
Exhibition?
Yeah, let's go for an exhibition.
Let's do... Oh, you can't do amateur or pro, they're greyed out, so it's novice.
Yep, because you have to unlock those, I presume, by doing the championship mode. Yep, so there's your bronze races that you can do.
Let's do Lefty's Mill. Two-player.
Yep, so that means there'll be two CPU players. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, so like I said, guys, I love this on the NES. I've never played this version. I don't know if we had an Excitebike on the SNES, did we?
I can't remember. I think we went straight from NES to N64. Now, this screen, you can see we can select different riders and bikes, and you can see they've all got different characteristics. So I'm going to go with Sarah Sugar Hill.
I'm going to go someone with... Yeah, there you go. Someone with good landing. So Tricky Ricky Stern.
I like the names.
There we go.
So here we go. I like that. That's a pretty cool little introduction. So, is it a case of pressing... Yeah, there we go. Pressing start and off we go.
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Oh, wow,
you get to choose the number of laps.
Okay, we'll have three. Three
Yeah.
laps.
Right, so now it's just figuring out how you play this.
Okay, so I'm using the Series X controller, guys. I think it's going to be A to... Yeah, it is A to accelerate for me.
Yeah, and for me. Ah, just don't press your C stick because that's for camera.
Okay.
As I've just figured out the hard way. Now, how would you do tricks on this game? I'm just trying to remember with the N64 pad.
I've tried the shortcut and it just like punished me and threw me off my bike.
Yeah, because I'm sure with typical motocross games at the time, which I was a fan of motocross games, you could do tricks. So you could do like one of them was called a knick-knack, and there was a seat grab that you could do, a Superman seat grab, I think it was. But how do you do that on this game?
Bumpers, I think.
Okay, I need to figure that out then, because I've been pressing my L and R and not much has been happening. But this is cool. I like this so far. This is really cool.
I like this a lot, mate. I know we give the Nintendo 64 a little bit of a hard time on the old school, well, on this channel in general, but I really like this game. I mean, the N64, guys, has some brilliant games. I'm not in denial about that. I love some games on the 64. It's just, if you're new to this series or new to this channel, me and Dave have talked about this a lot. We don't like the controller.
No, the controller is always a big issue for us. No, I'm totally with you. There are some very, very good games that are still playable and still enjoyable to this day on the N64. It's just there were some strange design decisions for me that held the console back, and one of them is the controller.
Yeah, I mean, I spent a lot of time in games like GoldenEye, Perfect Dark, Mario 64.
Yeah.
You know, it's got some great titles on it. And it's also got some quirky titles on the N64, lesser known games which we should cover at some point. I mean, going back to this, I didn't play this back in the day at all. It'd be interesting to find out if this was on the SNES, because obviously we had it on NES. Didn't you have design your own courses on the NES? I'm sure I used to spend a lot of time making my own courses, my own tracks.
You absolutely did, that's right. And if you had a Japanese Famicom disc system, you could actually save your courses onto disc, which was really cool, and reload them again.
Wow.
Yep, so, but of course, by the time we got the game on NES, they'd removed that feature because we didn't have a disc system.
I'm thoroughly enjoying this, I gotta say.
Yeah, this is absolutely excellent. It's a really good, fun, arcadey motocross game, and it's definitely one that back in the good old days I would have enjoyed.
Can't get out a third because I keep going off trying to exploit this shortcut, because it's like a path. I'm pretty sure it's there for a reason.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it this time. I'm going to race properly. But yeah, I don't know what tricks are, mate.
I've forgotten completely about tricks. I've just stopped doing them, or trying to do them, because I'm pressing L and R, not much is happening. The C stick literally just moves the camera around, so I'm just using the C stick there and looking behind me.
Yeah.
The up button is changing my camera view, so I can go far away or right up behind the rider, which I prefer to be sort of middle of the screen, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it. I can't figure out any of the controls. I'm sure there are tricks because part of the whole game is to get boost, I think, from getting tricks.
Right, I'm up into second, and I think I took you over because you came off your bike.
Yeah, you definitely did. I think we're on the last lap of this really awesome Lefties Mill race.
Yeah, I've come second place. This is cool. I want to see another track.
Yeah, let's do another one. Let's have another race.
So Nigel York came in pole position there.
Yeah, he won the race. Ricky Stern, Sarah Hill, Bobby Malone. Such great names.
I wonder why only 4 races at one time. Is that the limitations of the 64 at the time, would you say?
Yeah, I think it probably was, yeah. Especially with the split screen, because I'm not sure if you've ever sort of explored split screen, but essentially the game's running twice.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something I found out about years ago with Sonic 2 of all games. Basically, the console's running the game twice. It's running 2 instances.
That's really interesting. I never knew that, mate. I've chose this indoor track to mix things up a little bit. I'm going to play as... wow, some of their stats are terrible. Look at Bobby Big Dog.
But look at his turbo stats.
Yeah, that's true. So on straight lines, he'll be pretty good. I assume you build up your turbo as you race.
I think you do, yeah. Because I've not seen how you deploy it. Thinking about it, what's the one set of controls I've not been touching? The D-pad. I've not touched the D-pad.
I'm too scared to, in case it's a C button.
I think that might be to do with the tricks, but I'll figure it out in this race.
Yeah, let's have a look.
Yeah.
So here we go, guys. I'm top of the screen. Dave's at the bottom.
Actually, no. D-pad is almost like it's shifting their weight. In fact, D-pad is doing the same as analog.
Yeah, that's what happens with the right bumper. It's like I shift his weight. Something happens. I don't think it's placebo.
Here we go. So this is what would be called a supercross event because it's essentially inside an arena. As I stack it majorly.
Don't know if I'll get a copyright strike, guys, on this video.
Hopefully
because these
generic music.
Is it generic music?
I hope so. Plus, it's very, very N64, so it's a bit muffled. You don't hear the full sort of beams of it.
Yeah, true.
And there's no words, and it all sounds like it sounds like it's a loop, like a typical music off of a cartridge. Yeah. I'm sucking.
Yeah, it's very rare that we'd get games with huge soundtracks like we've gotten this with the Sony PlayStation, for example, with Wipeout and the like.
Yeah, because of CD versus cartridge and the storage side of things. I mean,
Yeah.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I think, was on the N64. Or
It
Tony
was,
Hawk's 1. And you had parts of the soundtrack.
Really? I don't
Yeah, you
remember
did.
that.
You had parts of the music, because obviously all the music in Tony Hawk was licensed. And you had bits of it, so they were like cut down versions of those songs so it would fit actually in the cartridge.
That's interesting, mate.
Yeah, it's another good one. But again, it just points out, as we were saying about the N64, that's one of those design decisions that to me was strange. Everybody else was going CD-ROM, everyone. But Nintendo decided to go cartridge, which is more expensive and more restrictive in terms of storage.
Yeah, it was a bizarre design choice, like you say. I don't understand a few of the moves Nintendo made around around those times. But this game, guys, is working flawlessly out. Me and Dave are playing over Parsec.
Yeah.
So if you're new to the series, basically Dave logs onto my laptop, and that's how we play, because my laptop thinks Dave is a second player, second controller, and that's how we're doing co-op on these videos. That is Excitebike on the Nintendo 64. It's tons of fun. It plays really well, guys. Look out for more content coming to the channel. More retro football, more old school, more everything. Everything goes. Take care.